Oh my goodness. Gratitude, gratitude. What can I say this morning? I've been up since I got up a little late actually, but 2:30 this morning. That was late. But I was still able to have my early morning practices. I love having that 4 hours to myself every single day, just stretching the body and reading a book and meditating and doing yoga. Another thing that I begin to understand a lot, because everything I wouldn't say understood, I'm becoming aware of, because every day is a new learning process. Every single day, every single second of the day is a learning process. It's this thing that we always talked about, that a lot of us trying to hide behind, which is the mental health. I was pondering upon, as I was finishing up this meditative jog, and the whole thing that goes into being able to control the mind and stabilize the mind is a lot, takes a lot of effort than we realize. Therapy is one of the good things, but after that therapy, self-therapy also has to be included. And I mean self-therapy as in you have to move your body. Yes, you have to move your body, watching what you eat, and reading different books of different culture and different topics. Many of us are programmed to be racially minded. And I mean racially minded is the ability to divide things. In most of our cognitive thoughts from the time we were born, we were being taught this part of the eye is a good one, this is a good one. But in my whole entire expression, from what I begin to understand, every part of me is a God. So we could talk about certain things without it being called appropriate or inappropriate part of your body. So those things still causes a lot of confusion to the mind. And I begin to realize that when a person has an atheistic thinking, or shall I say, being agonistic, it is very easy for him or her to understand mental illness. But when one is raised in a religious setting, it takes a while, or sometimes it will go undetected, because it is very easy to hide behind religion, number one, behind our chemicals. I'm talking about a choice of drinking, smoking. So hiding behind those things, what it creates a sense of knowing it all. It creates a sense of knowing it all, which allows one to continue to fall deep into their own mental unthinkness. What I begin to realize as I practice self-love is I bring self-love into everything that I do. I wanted to truly know myself, so I begin to push my body more with running. And like lately, I begin to speak and just stop and speak, because mental illness I started to see as, wow, I'm just so grateful every single day that I can deal with certain emotions. From societal to everything, to be able to deal with those emotions and being able to understand that it is okay to think a certain way, how you perceived or reaction. Anytime we're talking about mental health, another reason is because we have put a look on it, and that look has a lot to do with the dressing. So we think a certain person is dressing a certain way, he must know what he's talking about. But the true essence of it all, to truly understand mental illness, has a lot to do with consciousness. And consciousness derive from ascetically living, discipline, like getting up real early in the morning, stretching your body. All those things really does help, because the therapy is a good one. But as human beings, we have the tendency to just hear and let it come out. Because every time we hear or read things, it stays with us for that moment. From the moment we live in that environment, our brain begins to look for something else to reprogram. And that's where the issue is. So today, I am just saying, mental illness is the ability to see, well, the moment you get hold of yourself and realize that you are truly, truly wealthy, the only thing that can cure mental illness is self-love. And self-love cannot be bought, nor can it be thought. One has to do the work. We are in the modern days to where so many books are written. You could watch YouTube, so many programs. And to practice self-love requires certain level of discipline. And it also requires certain level of food intake. So that being said, another beautiful day today. The overnight yoga that I've done for years. And I think because also, we put a culture of face on everything. For example, the things that I talk about for somebody like me that dresses like this, have a hair like this, is almost like we don't know what we're talking about. We have to get out of our ignorant mind to truly, truly understand mental illness. I look at mental illness as understanding God, or whatever you want to call it, whether you're an atheist, whether you're Buddhist, whether you're Shinto, whether you're a Hindu. All these things I bring into understanding mental illness. When you find peace, love, and one love.